Green Bay, in your, I don't know, again, how much involvement or how much you remember. Do you know Ed Widener?
I knew him, yes, yes.
What can you tell me about him? How would you describe him to a stranger?
Well, he and my husband were friends, not close friends, but they were friends. They respected each other. In my limited knowledge of him and relationship with him, I felt he was a good man. He certainly stressed the environmental focus, from my perception. I felt he was a good leader. Again, I was only a student.
Okay, and the educational program, did it change much over the years as far as you know? And you were there in the 60s when you came here, did you have connection with UWGB at all? Or was it?
No, I went to UWGB. I graduated, I attended my classes there for 2 years.
This was 71, 72?
I graduated in 73 from UWGB. So I went in 71, 72, 73. But it was good learning. I had wonderful professors. I don't know if
can you name any?
Chenoweth. Do you remember him?
Larry Chenoweth? Or?
Yeah, he was great. Jackie Falk was the one that I got a lot of my classes on the elderly from. She was very good, very, again, kind of eccentric, but I liked her. I thought she was a good. There were, in fact, I save everything, and I have some of the papers that I wrote. I saw one that I wrote the other day, and I can't remember who the professor was, but it was about culture of the crops, and it was about Cesar Chavez out in California and the immigrants. And I thought, here we are, same problems that we had back in the 60s and 70s. But I was reading the paper, and I thought, gosh, this could be today. So, no, it was a good school. It was a very, very challenging. Of course, I loved school. I just loved to learn, and I was learning. I thought they were challenging. There was one, I can remember one professor, and I can't even remember what he taught, but I thought he was very, very rigid. I know his name, but I don't want to mention it. Very common name.
Did your children go to UWGB?
No, all my kids went to the University of Wisconsin in Madison, all except the youngest. And when he got out of high school, he did not want to go to college, so he went into the Air Force. And then he realized that he should have gone to college, but he wanted to. He went in. He was an enlisted man, and he took, I'm trying to think, power plant mechanics and something else. He became knowledgeable. When he got out of the service, he wanted to get into something here that addressed aviation issues, and instead he went out to Denver, went to their aviation power plant mechanics school out in Denver, and then he took flying lessons, and now he's flying a Learjet in Alaska. He does air-evac, where he's been a pilot for a number of years. He's 50 years old now, but he flies the King Air up into the Willy Wogs and takes patients out of. He's a pilot for medics, and flies them back to the base in Fairbanks, and then he also flies into the States with the Learjet evacuating patients that come down here. So he's got a good job, and it's good that he's single because he's gone a lot.